Group 5, cameras and mics. Let's get them on. Oh, here we go.
I'm already not ready for this.
Here we go. So here's the thing, is that I've heard that all of us are considering ourselves the Chaos Crew.
What is happening?
I mean, already just from these costumes,
I don't
I'm
even see
it.
people for like some of these. What is happening?
Hang on a second. Why is there a bear? Is the bear DMing us?
Yes.
The bear is DMing us tonight.
Hello, I am DM Waffles here. This was just a witch's curse, completely unrelated to the stream. You know how it is, just walking down the street. Witch curses you to be a bear. You just have to roll with it.
Yeah, you know what? That makes sense to me. We're going to get out of here, and before we get trapped in that curse, I mean...
Yeah, I don't want to be a bear. I've got stuff to do.
As comfy as that looks, I'm going to go hug my beholder prize that I already gave away to somebody, but it's really cute. And we're going to leave these beautiful people to...
Absolutely. Just before we go, did you guys ask for a halftime break or no?
No.
Cool. All right, we'll see you in 3 hours.
See you in 3.
Hello. Welcome to Midnight. My name is Waffles. I am the DM. But I find myself with an issue. As the town of Ludus in Lusor is currently being attacked by 1,000 zombies. But I've got these players here that all need to introduce themselves. I don't think my players are going to have enough time to introduce themselves and defeat 1,000 zombies at the same time. I sure hope that they don't prove me wrong. This is the part where you prove me wrong.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, like if we could start with the killing zombies and come back to the introductions if we have time, like, you know, maybe there might be.
We can do a bit of mixing and matching. Well, I think I'll jump in first then. The person behind the character here, Alister, and I am currently overlooking this Goliath Warlock hovering in the air, a whirlwind around them as they lift up huge chunks of rock, sending them flying into the air. The Warlock is not exactly the youngest figure. This is Amuth Oakenheart Thun Lakalaga. You know, as many names as you can fit it in there as any good Goliath has. They've been around for a wee while now, and they are putting all of their magical abilities to the test. They made a bit of an unwise pact with a warlock, with a genie patron some time ago, and now here they are using their powers to the fullest, sending these rocks flying straight upwards, sending eldritch blasts going straight into them, and they will be doing their very best to use full damage to the extreme, sending blasts of rock raining down upon these zombies.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Up in the air above this, we have Crystal. She is a human paladin riding her faithful companion Angus, who is a griffin. And she, with her mighty vorpal sword, will be waiting for them to get a touch closer before diving into the masses head first and putting head to blade and decapitating them in the swodes.
Lovely.
So watching these two flying characters swooping around, Elvish Priestley, the world-renowned bard, clears his throat, strikes a chord on his lute ebony, and starts singing, "For the first time in history," and then casts reverse gravity, at which point he sings, "It's gonna start raining men," and drops reverse gravity, which is a 50-foot cylinder, throwing that many zombies 50 feet into the air, and then dropping them almost instantly to splatter around and take out anybody that stepped underneath them.
Absolutely brilliant.
Flying on her large, giant blue drake, with the bow and arrow in hand, we have Lady Vex'aphia the Ranger. She is a noble half-elf. Seeing our bard giving up target practice for her, she pulls out her bows and arrows multiple times, and those that are falling from the sky, she uses them for target practice, while her giant blue drake moon dancer is spraying the field with acid as it's flying by.
Awesome. I love it.
And stomping around the field is a colossus, kicking at the hordes of zombies with its feet and also firing blasts of energy out of its hands. As you may notice, that is not what Heartwood looks like. In fact, if you check the navel of the colossus, a small hollow has been hollowed out, as hollows are known to do, and inside sits a bookcase. Its purple cape flapping thanks to a mage hand, which is tactically pulling at it. And it is gleefully yelling at the top of its thoughts, "Wee!" as it directs this colossus.
Well, you've all certainly proven me wrong. As you all look over this field of corpses that you have newly created, a young black dragon lands amongst you and says, hey guys, it's me, Mac Guffin, you know, the town's apprentice, the one that you lot turned into a dragon. Watch the warm-up games, it's all in there. I need your help. But as he says this, his face contorts and he lets out a large pulse of chaotic energy. Can all of you please roll me a d12?
Ooh.
Very good. Oakenheart, you remember a pleasant childhood memory. Crystal, your clothes change color so that you blend in with the background. Heartwood, you remember a funny joke and can't help but laugh out loud. Elvish, your clothes also change. And who are we missing?
Has the tailoring been messed with? Is the cut still right? I don't mind the color so much.
You look fine. It's still quite all right.
Mine go through? Shit.
Oh, yes. Oh, this one's special. I'm glad this was the first one. Lady Vex, a cosmic awareness descends upon you. You are now aware that you are a character in a game raising money for charity. You can do with this information what you like. To the audience at home, what you've just experienced is pure chaos magic. And the best thing is, you can get involved. Every $20 that you spent giving these lovely, beautiful players inspiration gets you a bonus special effect on this chaos field. And the more money we raise tonight, the more chaotic it becomes. So, not only will you be giving them inspiration, you'll also be getting a little bonus effect for free. So have at it.
Oh, that sounds like it's going to get very chaotic very quickly. I'm looking forward to it.
What? Chaos? Me? No.
What
never.
could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, exactly. We're just a bunch of people fighting a horde of zombies. How could any of that get out of control?
With this chaos burst that came up, Lady Vex looks around and sees this giant thing in the sky and just goes, I hope they donate.
Oi, what are you on about, Lady Vex? We got zombies to fight, and we've got a dragon to aid.
I
No
have
time for daydreaming.
I'm not daydreaming. I'm just wondering if they would vote and donate.
The election's already happened. What do you mean, vote?
Lady
Oh.
V, I hate to break it to you, but you can't use zombie organs as organ donors. Like that's just not a thing that happens.
I
Is
know.
that because you've tried or just a prejudgment?
No, they don't work anymore. That's not how it
I
works.
genuinely think you shouldn't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to.
I suppose I'm not a doctor, so
Neither am I, and I suppose that might have had something to do with it, but our learned friend here knows a little more than I do.
Brilliant. Heartwood and Lady Vix, you straight off the bat get inspiration. So let me know when you're going to roll those, and we'll roll some more chaos. As you look out,
That was
you'll
my
notice. You will notice Mount Cuscus, the beautiful mountain just to the northwest of Ludus, is spewing noxious, acidic clouds. The river has gone wrong. The land itself seems to really not like this. Good thing you all got advanced warning and have evacuated the town, so don't worry, I'm not going to murder everyone. But Mac is there, and he's looking really concerned. You remember my girlfriend, Jen Eric? Well, she's missing. I can't find her.
she
Oh,
might
no.
have gone to the beach with everyone
was-
else.
It's where
I
we sent
checked.
everyone.
Oh no. That's not good at all. Where have you looked?
I flew around. I looked at the beach where you sent everyone, and I looked in the library, and I just, she's. He sort of breaks down in tears. She's gone.
It's quite all right. We're not going to leave Jen behind. Now, did Jen mention anything before disappearing?
Not particularly. Just that some people had some overdue library books, but they weren't too worried about that, as the local council had just voted to waive late fees, but that was a thing. But she never, said anything about disappearing or being kidnapped or anything like that.
It is raining acid. You're quite aware of that, yes? Overdue library books may be low on the list of priorities.
They're never low on the priorities.
Mac,
I
I do
wouldn't say that.
apologize. This is sort of a sidebar question, but how exactly did the relationship survive you turning into a dragon? I'm asking for a friend. Don't spare any details. They were very curious.
Oh, we have good communication skills, and you know that whole thing where somebody will randomly ask you if, oh, would you still love me if you were a worm? We kind of had done that, except for, would you still love me if I got turned into an adolescent acidic dragon? And the answer was yes. So I'm
And
just
the scale difference never really came into it. Not an issue.
no, our relationship was more than physical.
I was about to say, Elvis, this might all be a bit a moot if we don't find Jen. Now, Mac,
Absolutely.
did Jen have any possessions on her that we might be able to locate? Anything specific that only she would be carrying?
Her library card? She never left home without it.
Well, that's wise. You never know when you're going to want to get a good book. And don't carry them yourself. You people are all missing an opportunity.
Well
So-
said, Mayor, and he'll bow low.
Oh, there's no bowing for me yet.
It's perfectly normal to occasionally, see that your mayor, through completely normal voting processes, is a bookshelf and think, oh, I need to show all kinds of different airs and graces. No, not here, not here. We treat Heartwood as one of the people.
Don't be fooled by my purple collar. I'm really quite a blue-collared bookcase.
Good to know.
Purple is just blue, but red as well. So really purple.
That's
Absolutely.
very wise, but that doesn't help me get my girlfriend back.
Oh yes.
Krista will mutter some magic words as she casts Locate Object on Jen's library card, attempting to see if it is within 1,000 feet of her location on the outskirts of town.
Go for it. Also, Alister, you have 2 Oakenheart. You have 2 inspirations.
Brilliant.
So keep track of those.
Oh, absolutely.
So from Daniel and Hillary. So you have them to thank for all the chaos that is coming your way. Yeah, you locate objects. A ping in the distance. Mount Cusco, of all places, weirdly enough, that is where the library card is.
Oh no. It seems like she's off towards Mount Custard. She's probably right in the thick of it. I mean, wasn't there a cavern in the mountain where there was that phoenix egg kerfuffle that we dealt with?
It's
Could it be
certainly not-
possible that maybe the center of all this is maybe settling from there?
We should get there soon, especially if Jen's likely to be there.
We should get there
Aye.
now, I think.
I
Righty.
don't recall seeing any books there, though.
We had to run out quickly, so it should be. It might be.
I mean, maybe
suppose I
she just
wasn't
wanted
looking for
some. Maybe she just wanted some volcanic s'mores.
them.
You want to bring the big mech, Oakwood? The might be a bit handy for getting up that mountainside.
I suppose I could drive it there, but it's kind of running low on power.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think something about killing it the first time broke it.
as you try to move the mech forward, it will just fall over on its face. Everyone roll me a dexterity save.
Bookcases are renowned for their
What's
dexterity
it,
saves.
12? 12's not so bad, right?
Oh, 27 for this ranger.
Oof.
Better.
That's
Vix.
an 11.
Yes.
You managed to get out of the way.
Okay.
Everyone else, as this giant mech just crashes into the ground, a massive shockwave will launch out of it. You will all take, I've pre-rolled a whole bunch of stuff, 19 points of force damage as it blows you out of the way.
so use her reaction to magically shield Angus and take the damage for him through her protective aura.
Very good. Also, I hope people can see
Just
the
remember where we're
beautiful
parked.
art that is your map.
Absolutely.
A
Now-
big shout out to Haunted the Sandwich for the art. So pay your artists, guys.
I think pushing the piles of dust probably off of me as I lift myself up, looking up to the mountain. Do I think there is a single scrap of plants or anything still up there? 'Cause I have
Roll
a
me
limited
a
wish.
nature or survival.
Oh yeah, you know what? I think I might use one of my little bits of inspiration for this.
Please do. Roll me a d12 as well, then.
Perfect. Okay then. Let's get the d12 out of the way first. That'll be an 8 on the d12, and then with
Nice.
advantage, let's roll some survival. Well, thanks to that inspiration, it wasn't a natural 1. That comes in at a 6.
Nice. Avoid the 1. Yeah. So the reason you're unable to concentrate on whether or not you think there'd be any plants there is that there's now a pebble in your shoe.
That's quite annoying. I'll hop around for a bit as I try to get it out.
Very good.
Are you quite alright there?
I was thinking perhaps I could teleport us up the mountain when suddenly a pebble magically appeared in my shoe. I don't know why, I don't know how. It bothers me deeply, and now I can't concentrate. I don't suppose anyone else has a quick way to get up there.
Oh, we've got 2 things that can fly. We just fly up there.
Seems
Aye.
like it might be the best way.
Angus's wings are swift and strong. You can carry probably 2 of us.
I'll use some of my elemental powers to create a whirlwind around, and I'll start hovering as well.
Alright, so then, Elvish, I'll give you a hand up if you like.
Mr. Mayor, would you like a ride on the Drake?
No, I mean, as fun as that sounds, I think I'm good. And Heartwood will cast Polymorph and turn into a giant eagle. As soon as I find Polymorph, I swear I've got it.
The beauty of high-level play, guys. Just skip the entire travel.
Who needs travel when you can jump straight into horrifying, deadly mountains?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's not as if I've planned for this at all, and
Oh,
you
no,
all
never.
have these abilities.
Oh, dear.
As you fly up into the cloud, can everybody please make me a Constitution saving throw?
Is this a magical spell or effect?
It is not.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Okay.
14.
Hey, thank you, inspiration.
That's a nat 1. I am going to use my inspiration.
Sure. So also roll me a d12.
Yep.
Thank you, magical inspiration fairy, whoever you were. But I've run out now, so I mean, hook a bookcase up.
Yeah, 5 for my D12.
Cool. Yeah, Lady Vex, you find 2 copper pieces. Heartwood. You become distracted by the thought that you've left a campfire burning, only to remember that you've doused it. But for everyone who is not Heartwood or Crystal, you will take 12 points of acid damage as you just fly up into this cloud. Heartwood and Crystal, you will take 6.
My Aura of Protection will give Elvish an additional +5, which will bring him up to an 18. So I assume that would
Elvish,
pass
you
for him
also
as well.
take 6 then. Yep.
And I'll be using Stone's Endurance, showing off what a Goliath's really made of. Just using that to... Not my best roll, but that takes 7 off of the total damage.
I'm a ranger. I'm going to take it.
Cool.
Moondog to
I
hold
think
still. I
this-
just fit these 2 coppers stuck in your scales.
I think this might be our worst field trip yet.
Oh, quite plausibly. It's not exactly field trip weather.
You also get the sense that if you stay up here much longer, you'll keep taking this damage.
Well, I am going to cast protection from energy on myself.
All right.
Potentially, we might be able to fly a little closer to the ground. Or at least that would help for getting most of the way there, but we are going to have to fight through it sooner or later.
As
Something at
we're
the top.
flying, could I find a way for us to get up there without taking the least damage?
Roll me a nature or survival.
Are we technically? We are technically in the mountains, so my natural explorer ability kicks in.
Yep.
So close. That'd be a 19.
Yeah. You would see that everywhere above 60 feet is blanketed in this toxic, noxious cloud. The only way to avoid it is to go under it.
Well, looks like we're going under.
If I see people descending, I will quickly follow suit.
Aye, likewise. Down we go, Angus.
She just leans forward on the saddle of Moon Dancers, just slowly start the descent. So we won't take much damage as we as we go in.
Yeah. You hear the sound of running water as you all get close to the Lacrimae River. Can you all roll me perception checks?
Shit.
Can do my best.
See
I
if that's
realise
on
I
the
should probably be rolling this as a
I
giant eagle.
Cannot do my best. That's a natural 1 for a total of 8.
Nice.
Okay, natural explorer goes off again. That would be a 33.
And here I was chuffed with my 18. Whew.
I thought I was doing well with a 17, but you know.
Ranger's got a range.
Rangers do range.
Woof.
Muth, you're still having trouble with that pebble. You thought you got it. Apparently,
In there.
you didn't. You're not able to really sort of concentrate or see anything. Crystal, Elvish, and Heartwood, you all see, as you come up to the river, there is this large figure wearing a cloak and a hat standing there. Lady Vex, you also see this figure. But you also see, well, not so much see as perceive. You hear it. You just sort of get the sense of the way the wind is shifting and moving. That there is something else in the clouds.
She I'm just assuming here, I don't know what marching order is, but she'll just hold up her hand in a fist position to stop her flying.
Distracted by a pebble, I may or may not crash into her. I'll do my best not to.
And
Angus will pull up aside.
should say, should point out, just using her fingers, not speaking to the person by the river, and then up into the clouds. Should say, she'll look at everyone as like, there's something else, and she would start circling to get a better vantage point while staying low to the ground, just trying to find a good vantage point.
Yeah. You have the map.
Oh,
You
we've got a map.
Ignore that little Heartwood.
There's a giant eagle in its place.
Yeah.
You see bony figure here. It's waving.
Crystal will wave back
Sounded
and call
polite.
out, Hail! Who goes there?
This raspy old voice, carried by the wind, will reply, "A very old friend."
Well,
Well-
old friend, I have to know what exactly is your hat and coat made of, because it is standing up to this weather much better than mine is.
It's magically enhanced.
That sounds mighty
Heartwood,
useful.
you have an inspiration, but also could you roll me a history?
That was me, was it? Sorry.
Heartwood, yes.
I'm a giant eagle. Good thing I have history on a giant eagle. Intelligence. Oh. And thank you for inspo.
Yeah, Heartwood, your old mentor, Dewey Decimal, the one that you thought died, this being shares a remarkable resemblance to them.
Oh, it's going to drop down and drop giant eagleness.
He will approach. Also, thank you to the wish spell. You feel all of you, there is a magical radiant energy that bursts out of somewhere. You all have pebbles in your shoes now.
Oh, this is my personal hell. Oh, this is going to keep on going, isn't it?
Please bear with me for one moment. Heartwood opens up a drawer, pulls out a shoe, tips out a pebble. Goes, I
Pebble
don't know
just
how
says-
that got here, sorry. Pops it back in the drawer. That was bothering me.
I'll show you bothering
God.
you.
God damn it, this is genuinely embarrassing. Do you have any idea how hard it is to take off calf-high boots? This is terrible.
You hear, "It's very hard it is to be stuck in a calf-hide boot."
Oh no.
Do I see anything particularly strange about these pebbles as we desperately try to get them out of our shoes?
I like to
Roll
do
me
the
an
same.
Arcana.
You know what? I'm going to use my remaining inspiration on this arcana because I really want to know what's up with these rocks. That'll
Cool,
be
give
the
me
death of
that
me.
extra D12 as well.
There'll be an 11 on the arcana, and on the D12, there'll be a 10.
Cool. Yeah. You think about these pebbles and how they might be magically enhanced, but then this sudden and sort of overpowering thought comes to your mind that, wait, did I leave the campfire burning, or did I put it out? And by the time that you realize that you've doused the campfire, you can't seem to remember what your original thought was.
Probably not important.
The pebble just says, yeah, not important.
No, I'm
Right.
glad I'm in good company.
I feel this pebble in my boot, and I saying in an ancient Sylvan tongue, as translates to "ow."
In ancient Sylvan, the pebble will reply,
I'm gonna try and fish out this pebble.
I seem to have made a grave mistake. Heartwood puts the pebble back in the shoe and then puts the shoe on the shelf. There you go, little fellow.
Pebble seems content.
Crystal will fish her pebble out of her shoe, having to take off some greaves in the way. And when she fishes it out, she'll kind of bring it up and kind of peer at it. And perhaps try and find somewhere on her armor that she could maybe deposit the pebble so that it could have a bit of a view. And she'll kind of talk to it quietly, just in common, about how she knows a great friend who's an Earth Elemental that perhaps they would like to meet sometime. Now's not really the time, but if they would like to hang out, they're welcome to.
The people seems very excited by this prospect.
Just a question: does it seem to like have Moondancer have pebbles in it on it?
Yeah, both Angus and Moondancer seem to also have pebbles like wedged between the digits on their claws.
I feel so bad for Moondancer that we land and I spend some time trying to get these pebbles out of Moondancer.
Yeah.
I will kind of turn like
While keeping an eye on Heartwood at the same time, because we're still technically in the mountain terrain where I am alert to danger.
Yeah.
yes, you should be alert to danger. There's a large skeletal-looking figure
No,
standing right there.
No, the danger is the pebble in my foot.
That is true. Pebbles, you never know what could happen with pebbles.
We'll
Look back.
keep an eye on Heartwood as Angus will get his claw and try and like kind of get the pebble out from between his toesies. And once he has retrieved it, Crystal will hold out a hand to receive this pebble and put it next to her previous friend.
Yeah, the pebbles starts just chatting with each other about how, they weren't alive or in a shoe or a claw a second ago, and now they're so curious and full of life and sentience, and isn't that just an amazing, wonderful thing? And they hope that life goes really well for them from this point forward.
Buddy,
Heartwood
I'd
has
love to
never
take you
found
out.
someone as relatable as these pebbles.
Yes, Elvish?
Buddy, I'd love to take you out of my boot, but I'm not sure whether or not these boots will take much more abuse. So how about I see if I can work you into the biggest gap between my toes? And this is going to sound like a slightly odd question considering the nature of our current relationship, but would you say that you were more of an alto or a tenor? And how do you feel about singing harmonies?
Roll me a persuasion. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yep, cool.
31.
The pebble will say that it always felt like an alto, but was always classified as a tenor, so it can fill any role that you need it to, as it sort of helps you to maneuver it to its big toe.
Buddy, I admire your moxie. Let's see whether or not we can weave a little magic together.
Elvish, I've managed to get the rocks out of my boot and Moondancers. Would you like a rock band?
You know what? I've always thought of myself as the king of rock.
I'll hand over my pebbles to King of Rock.
Very good.
I'll likewise ask my new friends if they'd like to join the rock band for a time, and perhaps we can have a soiree at a later date. And likewise hand them over if they're amenable.
Yeah, they are amenable.
So with this fistful of rocks, Elvish looks down at them and says, I don't suppose y'all get dizzy. I don't imagine you have an inner ear with which to get dizzy.
We had naught but magical sentient pebbles.
So would you notice if I did this and I just start rolling them around in my hand?
They just go, wee!
I think I'm going to call you the Rolling Stones.
Yes. Glorious. Absolutely glorious.
I'm still keeping an eye on this Heartwood situation and this thing.
Yes,
as well.
Heartwood. How do you feel about your old mentor coming back?
You look like someone I used to know. But
You look like an old bookcase I used to have.
you look like the person I know that used to have an old bookcase. That was me.
Well, isn't this a stroke of luck, I guess? You wouldn't happen to have seen a young black dragon around here anywhere, would you?
Hard to say, really. Been quite busy recently. You know, work and all.
This is fair. I
Any
also got
particular
myself a job.
reason?
What was that?
Any particular reason you're looking for a young black dragon?
Oh, my boss wants to eat him.
Oh,
Question, DM.
Yes.
Are they speaking with their lips moving, or is it telepathically? 'Cause I've
This
got
is all entirely telepathic. All you can
Okay.
see is this large skeletal figure and a bookcase just facing each other.
Okay, so I won't bother about saying observant then.
Unfortunately, in this situation, does not seem to help.
I'll just start trying to get these 2 copper coins unwedged from Moondancer scales then.
Yep.
We'll keep an eye out.
I mean, one, you're looking very well for someone who's dead, so well done.
Thank you.
And two, who are you working for now? It's been so long.
Roll me a persuasion. He will clasp a very large, bony hand on top of you. And he'll say,
hello.
That's a long story.
Could you make me an athletics or an acrobatics, please?
Well, bookcases are renowned for their acrobatics, but I'll go with athletics, which at least is not a negative.
Yep.
13.
What the rest of you see, as you were keeping such a close watch on Heartwood. It's this large, bony figure and Heartwood both end up in the river.
Oh dear.
Heartwood,
Oh,
can you make me a
crikey.
dex save? But you will immediately take 18 points of acid damage.
18 points acid. Done. And dex save. Wow. Nat 20.
Beautiful. You manage to hold on to the other side, to the bank of the river, and you are not swept further downstream.
Originally, they just kind of wedged themselves against some rocks.
Did this look like it was intentional because I was remaining alert?
Yes, it looked very intentional.
I
just
didn't
say-
intend it.
I just say this to the others. Well, that's intentional.
Yeah, Crystal is already at this point sprinting over, and with her mighty strength is going to jump over the river, easily clearing it, to try and help wrestle him out of the river.
I'll start climbing onto Moondancer and getting ready to shoot.
If I can.
First, could you all roll me initiative?
Absolutely.
yeah, fair call.
Absolutely.
It's a 12? That's not so bad.
It's a 20.
I used the wrong thing. I need to be using the me token. Sorry.
Yep.
Can we ignore that 3? Yep.
We can.
So glad for that. You know what? To make it fair, I will use my inspo for that to re-roll it properly.
Cool. Roll me a d12. 4. I'm not quite sure how this one would work on a bookcase. But your mouth is filled with the taste of your least favorite food.
This is a very peculiar sensation, and I'm not sure how I should take it. Is this what eating is like? Because this is terrible. Why do people do this? What is wrong with you all?
Lady Vix, you're up.
Cool. I'm gonna have Moon Dancer fly 40 feet. Yeah, it'll give me 40. Sorry. Might have to. I think that should get me in range. Yeah, and then with as a bonus action, I am going to cast Grasping Vine over here and try and pull Heartwood out of this acid river.
Yeah. I would say. Yeah. Heartwood, you have a vine to hold on to.
It pulls them directly 20 feet if they want to, or they've got to make a strength saving throw. A deck save. Like it wraps around them and it starts pulling them.
I'm assuming Heartwood is going to get pulled.
I mean, takes Heartwood back to their carefree youth as a wee creeper. Those halcyon days. That's a joke. They were a tree. They don't actually have memory. 20 feet was it?
20 feet, correct? Yes.
Wee.
I was going to go off this way, off onto land. So you might went into the acid. Cool. That would be my bonus action. My action will be firing 2 shots at this person in the river.
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. First one would be a 29 to hit.
29 hits.
And the next one would be a 30.
Oh, yeah, that definitely hits.
Cool. First lot of damage is 13, and the second one is 16. That will be my turn. Moondancer will be holding a bite action attack if it gets close.
Good to know. It is the creature's turn. It will.
Sorry, I should say we
Draw
were
up.
about 20 feet in the air. Sorry, I should say that.
Good to keep
Yep.
track of.
Yep.
Heartwood, what is your AC?
Dean.
Cool. Boneclaw will attack twice. First attack will do 19 points of damage. Second attack will only do a measly 23.
Heartwood is
And then-
visibly confused, which is awkward because they have no actual moving parts on their face. But this is very confusing. That Dewey would be attacking them.
It also found a job. All of you will hear something flying about above the cloud layer. But you don't need to worry about that. I'm sure it's nothing. Elvish.
Okay, so Elvish is just going to move to the bank of the river. What's that? Yeah, 20 feet. That'll do. And then he's going to start plucking away on his loot. Oops, sorry. He's going to move, not just measure his movement. Start plucking away on his loot, and anyone close enough to hear him would hear him singing, "Don't worry, baby, Everything is gonna be alright. As he casts Healing Word on Heartwood, which means that you get to pick up. Good lord, these glasses are terrible. 20 points of healing, Heartwood.
It feels 20 points better.
And chucks a little, you got this, champ, on there to give him a point of inspiration as well. As a bonus action.
Good. Is that everything?
Yeah, and that's me. That's
Awesome.
everything. That's all I got.
A Muth, Oakenheart,
Laka.
You're up.
You see this Goliath pull up a drinking horn at their side as purple mist bubbles out of it, and a similar mist seems to appear around the head of this strange figure as I cast Feeble Mind on them, shouting out, "You're not going to hurt our bookshelf." That will be a DC 23 intelligence saving throw.
Yeah. You just see this creature, once so vivacious and full of life, just go boom.
Brilliant. That'll be a solid 14 points of psychic damage as its intellect and charisma are both reduced to 1. I'll shout out, Heartwood, get away while you can. That will be my turn.
Very good. Heartwood.
What are you doing? Heartwood is going to stand there and just be really confused, but is going to ready. No, they're not going to ready. They are going to cast True Polymorph on themselves. Go get chat. As they turn into an iron golem.
Nice.
So the air around Heartwood starts to darken and then thicken and turn into clouds, and then the clouds start billowing out, and then striding through that is a rather large iron golem. And that's Heartwood. Now it's a confused looking iron golem.
Cool. Crystal.
All right. Crystal is charging out and trying to jump across the river. And as she does so, her Mount Angus, who she's communicating with telepathically, swoops in underneath her, and she lands gently, and they fly around to start wailing on this very mean person who is hurting our good friend and mayor of Ludus. So she's going to come in with a multi-attack with her longsword. With a 26 to hit.
That hit.
In which she will chuck on a Divine Smite to
We'd
deal...
love to see it.
Is that correct? For total points of 30 damage. And coming in with a second hit. And doing the same again. For a total of 25. And
you see this thing. It does not look good.
Alright, well, Angus is also gonna wail in on this sad sack of bones. I should also ask, is this creature undead?
It is.
Because I should be rolling additional d8 on those mites, because it is undead. And did you know paladins? They're good at slaughtering the evil creatures of undeath.
Ooh, they really are.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Meanwhile-
aware of that, sorry.
Oh, this is the first time for everyone, right?
I know, right? Yeah.
Angus might have a bit more of a troubling time trying to hit.
And 18 will hit.
Alrighty. And then he will do 11 points of damage or slashing.
Please tell me how Angus kills Heartwood's old mentor.
Angus comes in and he tries to bite into the skeleton's rib cage, and seems to struggle. And so, as he rears back, he comes and slashes down, crushing the spine of the skeleton from behind, as it falls into a pile of bones at poor, confused Heartwood's feet. And Angus lets out a shriek of triumph. Oh, crikey! That wasn't very nice of him. What happened?
And Heartwood falls to its knees and just kind of reaches out to the giant corpse.
Heartwood? Who was this?
Yeah. Doesn't quite touch the face of the corpse, and then stands up and just stands very straight. Rotates towards Crystal, and then wanders over to the other side of the river.
Cool. You will see, out of the clouds will drop this large facsimile of a dragon. But it's not a dragon. It looks like one, but wrong. Riding on its back, you see this knight, clad in just black armor, the blackest of black armor. And it just points. Could Heartwood, Moondancer, and Lady Vex please make me a dex save?
And sorry, I didn't realize we're still in combat, so I probably shouldn't have moved, but if you're happy for me to be there, I'm happy to be there too.
I mean, if you're happy to get hit by this thing, then I'm happy to you also get hit by this thing.
Let's go.
Also, just to ensure that by observing this armor, you, like the entire chat, confirms that they are in fact not Anish Kapoor. They are not a representative of Anish Kapoor, and they are not in any way associated with Anish Kapoor.
Oh, great. Okay.
Ooh,
Oh.
that's a
Chat, please help me.
The inspiration
not looking
from
good.
Bardic Inspiration, that's not going to save me.
It's never too late to donate, guys. Looks like they might need it. Moondancer seems to almost get out of the way of this thing. But both Lady Vex and Heartwood, you'll take 37 points of fire damage. As
I am
this
going to use.
ball explodes.
I'm using Reflective Instance to give me resistance to this damage.
Cool. Which means you're not going to have resistance against the 38 points of necrotic damage that also come with it.
Oh.
So, please
Okay.
story. Heartwood takes 38 points of necrotic damage, but also fire heals Heartwood. How much was the fire damage again?
37 fire, 38 necrotic.
Cool.
Okay,
so
so-
Heartwood
so-
takes 1 point of damage.
What's half? What's 37 half? It's too late for me to do math right now.
18 points.
18.
18.
Okay. Ooh, okay. Is it right next to Moondancer? Because they were holding an action.
Oh, yes. It is. It landed
Moon-
right next.
Cool, Moondancer's gonna make a bite attack because it's right there.
Oh, very
Um,
nice.
Are you going against the fake dragon or the fake knight?
I'm gonna go against the knight. That'll be a natural 20 on the from the Moondancer.
Oh, nice.
So
Yeah.
it's gonna that doubles its d6 piercing damage and 2d6 lightning damage.
Go for it.
Cool. So let's just roll the piercing damage first. Cool. So that'll be 11 piercing damage.
Yep.
And 10 lightning damage. Oh, hang on. It's doubled. So, sorry, I've got to add an extra 2 dice. 10, 16 damage, lightning.
Very good.
Yeah.
Which means Lady Vex, you're up.
Okay, because it's right there in front of me. If I move, and if I do, I just want to see a 30-foot cone. Yeah. Moon Dancer is going to use Drake's Breath. And it's going to shoot out lightning damage. So it's going to make a DC 19 dex save or take 10d6 lightning. A half if it passes. Oh, this
It'll-
is for both of them?
Yep. So the knight will pass. The Fagin will fail.
Cool. So 37 to the fake dragon and half to the knight.
Yep.
Cool. So that is Moon Dancer's turn. My turn. If I do a ranged attack because we've got both mounted combatants, will I have disadvantage on the attack?
You will.
Oh, okay.
It's quite windy up here.
Quite windy.
Not to mention all the acid in the air.
Okay, I'm going to chuck a 50 cure wounds on myself because I am looking really rough.
Is that your turn?
I'm just healing up. And then, oh, hang on. Okay. And then Moon Dancer is going to use its movement with mine to move 40 feet away.
Cool.
Cool. That will be me. I
Nice.
did not like that.
Heartwood, would you like to make an opportunity attack as these move out of your range?
Sure would. Let's give him the old sword attack.
Go
That's
for
a classic.
22 hits.
In that case, they take 22 damage.
Beautiful. Lovely. Love to see it.
Good number.
It is a good number. Elvish, as this thing gets close to you, you notice the stench. Could you make me a Constitution save?
Why, yes, Waffles. I absolutely can, and have been looking forward to it. But that's a 23.
Brilliant. It smells, but it's nothing you can't handle.
Look, I've performed in some truly terrible taverns. Okay, so as this not dragon, and it's
Oh, it's the dragon's turn. That was just
Oh,
getting
good.
close to you.
brilliant. Love that.
You also see, as it approaches, that the flesh that it is made up of seems to be knitting together. It is going to open its mouth. Could you make another con save?
It's just one of those days. That one's a 13.
Cool. You're going to take 30 points of acid damage as it
Good,
just
good.
breathes this large, noxious cloud of acid right in your face. Good news is it's your turn.
Sorry, DM. I have dropped concentration on Grasping Vine when I took all that damage. There's no way I was able to make this. There's no way I was able to make the save.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. So as I get engulfed in the cloud of vomited acidic gas, I start picking out an uncomfortable, awkward sounding melody on my lute. Start singing, I'm a creep, I'm a weirdo, and cast Dissonant Whispers on the knight. So he needs to make a wisdom save
What's he trying to beat?
or take 12 points of damage. That is awful.
What's the save?
20.
20. Yeah, he's going to fail that.
Yeah, so he takes 12 points of damage, and Elvish's eyeliner starts melting along with his eyelid, probably.
Nice. Is it Elvish's turn?
That's all he's got. Oh, wait, sorry. Actually, hold fire. My apologies. This will be very quick, though, because what I'm going to do is use my bonus action to use my Mantle of Inspiration, which means that everybody in the party, well, five of you, get 14 temporary hit points, and you can immediately move up to your speed without provoking attacks of opportunity.
Tempting as it
There you
is
go.
to move towards you and the false dragon, I think I'm going to stay where I am.
I'm gonna.
It's fine.
What is it? It's a
14 temporary hit points.
14 temporary
You're
hit
welcome.
points. Cool. Thank you.
Angus will start making his way over there with the crystal in tow. So was it half movement speed?
Nope, full movement. You can move your
Full movement.
yeah, you can move up to your speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
Okay.
And I imagined that Elvish does this by inspiring you all as he flips off the dragon and the knight with both hands.
We are going to climb 40 feet high. Just staying below the acid line.
Angus is gonna sidle on right next to this dragon. And
Oh, you love to see it.
I feel like getting in close and personal. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah. Amuth, you're up.
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to be hovering 30 feet into the air with this whirlwind of elemental energy below me. As I move my drinking horn in an arc over my head, I create 7 motes of light as I'm going to be casting Crown of Stars. And I'm going to use a bonus action to send one of those hurtling straight towards the false dragon. Yep, that's going to be a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Nice. That will be striking it for 19 points of radiant damage.
How do you kill this thing?
Oh, brilliant. I imagine that just this tiny, piercing, glowing white light, almost just for a second, just moves so fast, it just seems to create this just straight light, this beam of energy that just passes straight through the dragon's forehead. And as that fades, the whole dragon just collapses down into a heap.
Nice.
Oh, I think that is me well and truly done. Oakenheart is just hovering in the air.
Cool. Heartwood.
The rider is also.
No, Ryder's still alive. He sort of does a cartwheel, lands on the ground. Not so gracefully.
Assuming they're in there somewhere.
They are.
Oh, that's him. Oh,
Right there.
excellent. Well, Heartwood will sidle on over. Beep.
Beep boop beep
And
boop.
let me just check something real quick. Yeah, so Heartwood can do a poison breath, 15-foot cone, and just sneak it through to them only.
Go for it.
Let's get that to the chat. DC 19 con save.
You breathe this poison in its face. It just breathes deeply. And this little puff of poison just breathes back. They do not seem to be affected by this at all.
Iron Golem Heartwood cocks its head. And that's its turn.
Very good. Crystal.
So while on the other one, I'll just do more of the same. With coming in with a longsword. 19 to hit.
19 will miss.
Oh no, that's not a good sign. And a 17 won't do much better.
Nope.
But we'll see if Angus has much luck, and will hopefully hit with his claws.
On a 23.
On 23.
You see Angus swipe out at this knight. The knight will raise its sword and parry, knocking Angus's claws out of the way.
That's not
Tis
so
the
good.
knight's turn.
It is the knight's turn. What you gonna do about it, you scoundrel?
You're all surrounding him. You just hear this laugh come out as he just thrusts his sword into the ground. Could all of you lovely people please give me a con save? Or everybody who is surrounding the knight. Crystal, I do believe this will hit you as well, yes.
Yeah, because I'm mounted on Angus.
Yeah, it's a 13. I'm excited.
I got 11. I'm even more excited. Oh, the excitement levels.
Elvish and Heartwood will get a +5 on top of their.
Oh,
Did
the
I say 11?
Paladin's
I meant
rescue.
16. Thank you.
This loud sound of thunder rings out. You were trying to beat an 18? So on
Angus
an 18
passes.
and higher, you will take half of 30 points of thunder damage. On a lower, on a lower, you'll take the full 30.
So with that +5, I just squeak through on an 18.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness for Crystal.
Oh,
Yeah.
Getting in under the
Crystal
line.
will again use her Aura of the Guardian to take that damage for Elvish, because he's not looking too hot, and I think he needs a friend to have his back. So she will take the full 30, using up those temporary hit points that, what goes around comes around,
I need to make a con save to maintain concentration. Does that
Yes.
+5 carry over for that as well? Or?
Sure does. That's a saving throw.
Yay. Fingers crossed. Oh yeah, there we go.
Very good.
I still believe I'm an Iron Giant.
But with this display of power out of the way, Vex.
cool, because I have the high ground, I am going to do a hunter's mark on this knight. And then I am going to do 2 sharpshooter shots directly at him.
Nice.
No. Threading the needle between my friend, the Iron Golem, and Elvish. Cool. First attack. I don't think that would hit. That would be a 14.
14 will miss.
Okay, and I said I was doing another sharpshooter. Same roll again, 14.
Not enough.
Okay, I am going to have Moon Dancer fly over behind Elvish and land. So if he wants to get on the Drake, he can.
Is that your turn?
That will be my turn, yes.
Elvish. Drake lands beside you.
Yeah. Elvish looks to Moondancer and nods very very gratefully, but then spits to the side and draws Devil in Disguise. Said, sometimes the old ways are the best ways, really. And misses absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, it's oh, but bonus action, like, uses the mantle of inspiration again, to make sure that everybody's as whole, hale, and hearty as possible.
Plus 14, was it?
Plus 14 hit points and an immediate move if you want to.
You move on to Moondancer.
I do not. I stand my ground. Mama may not have raised a hitter, but she certainly didn't raise a quitter.
Is that Elvish's turn?
That's all Elvish has got right now.
A move.
Well, seeing Elvish's brave display, I'm going to see, well, if our bard isn't going to quit, let's see if I can't make our knight friend quit instead. I am going to send an Eldritch Blast heading straight towards this particular figure. 17, which I believe doesn't hit.
Does not.
Following it up with a second one. That, however, will be a critical hit. Oh, I'm quite happy with that.
Beautiful. Love to see it.
Absolutely. Let's see. That will be a total of 10 damage plus an additional 6 bludgeoning damage from my elemental boon, as I then turn that bludgeoning damage, combine it with the Crusher Feet, lift this thing up 5 feet, and send it crashing 10 feet away from me with Repelling Blast. So let's send that thing flying over that way.
Oh, yep.
Brilliant. I still have 2 more of these to go. Let's do this. We've got a 19 to hit and a 20 to hit.
The 20 just hits.
Oh, alrighty. That will be 7 points of force damage for that one. And I think there's no point in having these motes of light if I'm not going to use them. I'm going to use a bonus action to send a second mote of light from my Crown of Stars hurtling towards this thing. Oh, unfortunately, that is a natural 1. That's definitely not going to be enough to do it. And no inspirations left. That is going to be my turn.
Very good. Heartwood. You also feel you have feeling inspired. You have some point of inspiration.
Inspo for Heartwood.
Elvish, you also feel inspired.
Thank you, kind inspiration fairies. Heartwood was feeling a bit down in the dumps about the whole Dewey thing, and we'll return to those emotions later. But in the meantime, feeling inspired to beat the crap out of this thing with their sword. So I'm going to see if that makes them feel better.
A 25 would hit, but it will parry out of the way.
In that case, it will do its second attack. Oh, that says it's sending to GM, and I can't not do that somehow.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything.
Yeah.
Oh no, 27 will hit.
Parrying this time?
It can only parry once.
Aha, in that case, it will take 17 damage.
The 17's tonight, you lot. I like it. It's good.
And then Heartwood is going to just circle around it a bit.
Actually, Moondancer is going to use its reaction to do an infused strike. If a creature within 30 feet of it can see it had a weapon, it's going to add a d6 lightning damage to this attack.
Oh, nice.
Zippity's that.
Have 1 point of lightning.
Nice. It crackles a little bit.
And Heartwood looks at their sword confused.
Crystal.
Crystal is not at all happy with the thunderous shockwave that's sent out. And she's going to sheath her sword, and she's going to leap at this guy and try and wrestle its sword out of his hand, and try and disarm him.
Very good. Crystal, as you are up close and personal, could you give me just a free perception?
Not probably as good.
Cool. Yeah, no, you try to wrestle the sword out of him. It's all good. You don't recognize anything about this guy at all.
He's just a dude in armor, so that's fine.
Just a dude in armor. Nothing
Just a dude in
special.
armor.
Yep.
So, would you like some athletics contest to try and wrestle control of his blade?
Yes, please.
It's not too shabby.
On a 27, you retrieve this blade. Could you give me an intelligence save?
I can sure try. It's not very good. Not Crystal's strong point.
As soon as you start touching this blade, you just hear nothing but screaming in your head, like the sound of 1,000 souls all wailing out at once.
Oh Christ! With that, she's gonna reel back, and stagger away from the fight, trying to take the sword with her.
Roll me a strength save to see if you can hold on to it. The sword is going to fight you.
Oh, that's not a great dice roll.
You drop the sword.
Christ. Can she ask Angus for him to try and kick it away, from where it's lying on the ground?
Sure. I will call this an unarmed strike from Angus, so
Just a claw
a
attack.
claw attack.
9.
9 will miss.
These dice are not favoring us today.
No, they're not.
And with that, that will be Crystal's turn, as she is still recoiling from the screams echoing in her mind.
Cool. What's Crystal's AC? Just curious.
20. Healthy 20.
Beautiful. He's going to bend over, pick up his sword. Free
That's
object
good.
interaction. He can do this. He's going to make 3 swings at you. 2 of them will connect. On a 23 and a 24.
Yeah.
He's going to do 15 points of slashing damage between them. And a further 25 points of necrotic.
So that's good.
That's his turn. Lady Vex.
Okay, let's have some fun. I am going to maneuver Moon Dancer up into here. So it's like in there, but I just can't there. I can't get in there because of the squaring. Moon Dancer's going to make a claw attack because it worked before. Let's just have some fun with this Drake before I go shooting. First attack with it's not going to hit. It's going to be a 13 with Moon Dancer.
13 misses.
Okay, now my turn with 2 sharpshooter shots.
Yep.
Well, that would be nice. That would be a 25 to hit.
Lovely. You hit.
Cool, okay.
However, as you hit,
Hmm.
an owlbear shows up just out of nowhere, charges through, picks up the knight, throws the
Okay.
knight in the river
Okay.
Thank you, Wish.
That is a good wish. That is a very good wish.
So do you want me to roll to see if I hit the Elvier or do I hit the Knight?
It's a good Elvier. It's a helpful Elvier.
Don't
You hit the
know,
knight.
Belle.
I hit the Knight? Okay. So there'll be 24 points of damage from the arrow.
Ooh.
Hunter's Mark.
Yep.
That would be 2, so that's 28 total.
Yep.
The ranger in me is telling me to go after the owlbear. I'm going to do a sharpshooter shot on the owlbear.
Okay.
The ranger in me is telling me to go for the owlbear. So
All right.
Elvier.
Albert just comes out of nowhere.
that'll be an
Ah,
18.
You're one of those monster hunting rangers, not one of those nature-loving rangers, I take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit the Albert.
Okay, so okay. So that would be 22 points of damage with sharpshooter to the owlbear.
Albert looks very confused and hurt.
I just say to the owlbear, I'm sorry, but you make good steaks.
Focus, Lady Vex. I think we've got bigger problems than steak, if you know what I mean.
My
Some
stomach
beef
says
owlbear.
otherwise.
Seeing a hurt and
Alright.
confused look on the owlbear, Iron Golem Heartwood relates hard.
As you relate, you feel inspired. Once from Steve and once from Auntie Jerry. Heartwood, you get 2 extra points of chaos.
Thank you.
Well,
Elvish.
then I guess that would be my turn. So
All right, so Elvish offers up his inspiration so everybody can take that 14 hit points again. And as he eyes up the Dark Knight and the owlbear standing in the acid river, he plucks a power cord on his lute. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. And cast Wall of Force.
Yep.
So creating a 5-sided cube over the knight, holding him in the river, and using the rest of the panels, because as the text says, it's 10 panels that you can use to create any kind of shaped structure. And what I'm going to do is just create like a little tunnel for the owlbear to run off the far side of the map without getting shot with any more goddamn arrows.
Yeah.
Now we're holding the knight in the river, and I really hope that nobody tries to like shoot through it, because that is genuinely a waste of time.
All right. This poor, innocent Death Knight just dies.
Yeah, as soon as he dissolves, I let Wonderwall drop.
Oh, that was a foul blade he was carrying. It's screams. Nothing but screaming.
Hover back down to the ground. Walk over to our once bookshelf, now Iron Golem. Heartwood, you're not looking so good there. What happened?
The Iron Golem pops the sword on its back and stands up straight and looks towards the mountains.
Understood. Brilliant. Okay. Yep. Heading up to the mountains, I guess.
Do we want to take anything off the skeleton? I don't know if we need to be wary of it being reanimated or something. Do you know who it was?
So the Iron Golem can't speak. Is one of the problems.
Oh. That's somewhat problematic. Well,
Let's keep
I
moving
guess
for now.
I won't do much harm. I guess if I just pocket it for later, or maybe parts of it so it can't fully reanimate. Maybe we'll want to talk to it later, you know.
Iron Golem
Uh,
strides off. It's got places to be.
Alrighty then.
Seems like a good idea, Crystal. Take it with you, and, well, if nothing else, it'll be a interesting memento.
Alrighty.
You all continue on your journey.
I think I would be at the front trying to find the safest path for us to get up.
Yeah, give me a survival.
Cool. And because we're favourite terrain, Natural Explorer. That'd be a 34.
Oh, yeah. On a 34, you're able to navigate a path through the wilderness, avoiding areas where the ground itself seems to be disintegrating away. Could all of you please give me a nature check?
Cool. 30.
That's a 1.
13.
10.
Somewhere in the middle at 15.
Nice. Amuth and Heartwood, you think you recognize a tree? You're not sure it's a tree-like structure that has tree-like properties. It might be a tree, you're not 100% sure. The rest of you can tell that the land seems to be suffering under some sort of malicious energy. Lady Vex, you can tell in particularly this energy seems to be necrotic in nature.
She, with her gloved hand, her 3 gloved hand, she puts the gloves on the tree and just holds it. If she takes any damage, she takes any damage. But she just feels the nature dying around her. Nature. I may have gone after dinner, but it's just what I do. But this is just dark. It's just dark, necrotic energy everywhere. I don't like it.
All of you as well get the sudden feeling that you're being watched.
Instantly, I'd start looking around.
She'll like
Perception
use her
check.
divine sense.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Did you just say a check or?
Perception.
If you're
Perception.
looking around.
Yep. Okay, 33.
Yeah, cool. Just at the edge of your peripheral vision, you just see a little eyeball staring out at you.
We're being watched. Do you just?
Crystal, you don't sense anything in your immediate facility. Like,
Elvish looking just unfathomably unwell. Just said, whoever, if anybody's there, please. I've had a terrible day, and I would very much appreciate it if you just please make yourself known. It would make whatever happens next just a whole lot easier on all of us. Trying to persuade them to pop out.
yeah, give me a persuasion.
Lady Vex walks up to Elvish, seeing him injured still, and she's going to chuck a level 2 cure wounds on him.
Also, that's a 32 there, Waffles.
Yep.
And you get 11 healing Elvish.
Thank you. Thank you, Lady V. Appreciate that.
Elvish, you can't be 100% sure, but you think you see one of the trees wink at you.
I'm fairly sure I didn't have mushrooms for breakfast this morning, so I think a tree just winked at me. Anybody else see a tree wink?
No, but I have seen eyes.
Well, that doesn't sound too good. I feel like trees don't normally wink.
Shall we keep going?
For the
Or
moment,
do-
yes, though we should take
Take a
all
small
precautions
rest.
we can. I don't know if staying in one place for too long is wise.
Yeah.
Unless anyone desperately needs a rest, I suggest we make haste.
Aye. Who knows how well Jen is doing?
Absolutely.
But
True.
Heartwood, you seem like you could do with a pick me up. And she'll give you a pat on your top shelf.
Heartwood
and
is
she gives
still an iron golem.
Oh,
They
you are?
did not
Never
turn it off.
mind. Apologies. I got confused with your other token sitting
There
there.
are too many emotions when you're a bookcase, but
Okay, never mind
much
then.
nicer iron golem.
She'll give Howard Presley a pat on the shoulder then, and give you 40 hit points. To
My
Elvish.
day just improved vastly. Thank you very much.
Aye. We all get by with a little help from our friends now, don't we?
I think I heard something like that somewhere. The other thing I heard in a tavern once was there are old soldiers and bold soldiers, but there are no old, bold soldiers. And I never really wanted to find out what I looked like as an old man. So I say we head up the mountain.
I
Do
second
we-
that.
Do we want to do this safely or do we want to do this slowly?
Lady V,
You
we've
mean
been
quickly?
adventuring together for some time. Is there anything that I've ever done that has made you think I'm about doing things the safe way?
The sooner the better. For
And
Jen,
Heartwood is
for
going
Mac.
in a straight line, whether there's trees there or not.
Brilliant.
best
Lady
keep
Vex,
up.
you would be able to tell that there is a path leading up the mountain into a cave.
Heartwood, wrong way, sorry. It's this way, there's a path.
A new straight line.
And she'll follow behind looking for anything that, will slow us down.
Yeah. You make your way through the wilderness, avoiding, with your very good tracking abilities, anything that may or may not be of some danger to you. You find yourself up the mountain. The mountain is barren. It seems to have suffered the most from whatever this force that is decimating the land. Can all you make me a perception check?
We are in the mountain, natural.
That's another natural one.
That'd be a 29.
30.
Hey, but I've got
Oh.
advantage. So let's use one of those.
Please roll me a d12 as well.
Absolutely.
Cool. On a 7. Oh, I like this one. Heartwood. A dragon chest set. The game, Dragon Chess. A set of that appears 30 feet above your head and hovers there.
Gives it a cautionary swipe with the sword. Finds it can't actually reach it.
Yeah.
Straight line.
But you're very aware of it, and it follows you in this straight line. It's there, always above your head.
A few steps, stop, swipe again, still can't reach it. Straight line.
A Muth, the only thing you can hear is the crunching of very large iron feet on stone. Everyone else, you hear just the faintest voice that you would recognize as everybody's favorite friendly librarian, Jen Eric. Just crying out, "Oh!"
Oh, quickly now. She's nearby.
You can hear her.
We can hear her.
Oh,
Do you all rush into the cave?
No, I'm gonna look for anything that. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna look for I'm gonna look for traps.
Crystal and Angus are gonna charge on in.
We're
Uh,
going Heartwood.
yep, if they're
Yeah.
charging in, I'm not going to leave them behind. Oakenheart will be quick behind them.
All right.
Nobody
Lady
ever found a
Vix.
good story by sticking behind.
Lady Vix, give me a investigation.
Okay.
Everyone else, could you roll me dex
TPK.
saves?
Is it
Got a
magic?
9.
Sorry, was that dex saves or death saves? I'm fine either way.
I heard death save, and I got kind of concerned.
Dex.
Oh, that's a 3 on the die for 5.
Beautiful. Lady Vix, this cave seems perfectly safe. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. You're all fine and safe just to charge straight ahead. The rest of you,
I don't know why I'm paranoid and she'll just go in like after them, like 2 seconds after them.
yes. The rest of you, as you charge in, you will all be confronted by this large wall of green liquid. What were those saves? Crystal, you're able to get out of the way in time. A Muth, you will take 15 points of acid damage.
Ooh.
Heartwood, you will be okay. Elvish, you'll be okay. Crystal, you will be okay.
Oh, nice.
Very good.
I take no damage as my Goliath's stone-like form just washed it straight off.
Beautiful.
Do I need to make a save?
No, you were back investigating and found that everything was safe. You did not foresee this. But yeah, the liquid will stop pouring. You're all able to make your way through. A few seconds later, another gush of it comes down. But you all find yourself in this large chamber. All the way over here. In the top right, top left corner, you'll see in a cage is everybody's favorite friendly librarian, Generic. You're in a cave. What do you do?
And do we spot anything else in this particular cave?
Give me perception.
I'd also like to look around as well.
Please do.
I would start heading
18.
over.
Likewise with Crystal and Angus. They're making a straight route, although keeping an eye out for falling acid, because let's not have some more of that, thanks.
22, because we're still technically in the mountains.
Very good. All right. Both of you will see this cave is littered with eyeballs. On the rocks, on the roof, in the water, eyeballs as far as your eyeballs can see.
Crystal, wait, you're about to step on an eyeball.
We don't have time for this. Jen's just over there.
Remember what happened last time? You felt you got, acided.
Aye,
Let's
but
take
I
this-
dodged it. It's fine. I mean,
Let's think this through. They've got Jen here for a reason.
It's obviously a trap.
Whether it's Jen themselves that they need, or it's possible that they're after Mac as well. Either way, let's show some caution.
I
Maybe,
would like to try Primeval Awareness.
Go for it.
So I'm going to spend a minute concentrating. Because we're in the mountain, it's up to 6 miles. It's my
Very
favorite
good.
terrain.
Yeah. What's everyone else doing while Vex is doing this?
Going to save Jean.
All right.
so put off a cursory divine sense, but will otherwise perhaps get Angus to kind of try and sneakily, somewhat, kind of fly his way, from rock to rock, like going onto the sides, going hopping, but making our way towards it
You
slowly and surely.
Guys,
almost
I have
overwhelmingly
something
get
of
the
a
sense of undead.
an idea that I'm going to try. I've never actually done this before, but hell, let's see if we can make it work. And I'm going to cast Wall of Force again, so you can hear him humming Wonderwall under his breath. But what I'm going to do is arrange the 10 panels into like a giant hamster wheel, and then stand inside it, trying to roll it over towards where Jen is, so that I have a literally impenetrable roof and floor below and above me for 10 minutes. What do you reckon, Waffles? What do you got? Tell me I can't do it.
I can't tell you can't do it. I will, however, say roll me a d12.
A D20?
D12.
D12.
I like this idea so much, I'm going to chaos it. Beautiful. Oh, this is good. You make this wheel. And as you go to move forward, your entire body becomes immobile. You're paralyzed for 6 seconds. But otherwise, the wheel works.
Heartwood seeing this, just hearing Wonderwall, turns around to see what's going on this time, and seeing an immobilized Elvish, walks back and then on the outside of the wheel just starts rolling it for them.
Yeah, I will say that because Elvish... Actually, no, Heartwood, make me a strength save.
Uh, 17?
You go to push the wheel, but Elvish's form seems to be locking it in place.
Heartwood is gonna put their back into it, which in about 6 seconds is going to cause something semi-chaotic, I imagine.
Yeah, I will call this strength versus dex. So a strength from Heartwood to see how much you shove, and a dex save from Elvish to see how well you can stay in the wheel. Cool. Elvish, Heartwood pushes your wheel. It rolls forward. You do not roll with it.
Yeah, that tracks, actually.
Heartwood picks up Elvish and runs after the wheel.
Yep. You still get this real strong sense of undead from this place. Like, almost overwhelmingly potently so.
Aye, there's a lot of
I'd
undead
also-
here, but
I'd also get undead because of primeval awareness.
Yes, you do.
I don't suppose there's much we can do other than muscle through. I mean,
As you muscle through, something emerges. One of these eyeballs gets real big and glowy in that special way that eyeballs do. This creature, these eye stalks, but they're ghostly pale, as this large floating skull just emerges from this pile of bones. And it looks at you all and laughs and says, "I've been expecting you." But then, this large, bony claw descends upon the skull, crushing it beneath its weight. As a new something appears.
I'm
You
guessing.
see,
So I was going to say, do I, from my extensive knowledge in the wilderness and nobility and schools, would I recognize any of these?
you recognize the first creature to be a death tyrant. A beholder that cosplaying as a zombie, effectively. The second creature you would recognize as a Dracolich. Undead dragon. But as the Dracolich crushes the death tyrant beneath its weight, you see the essence of the death tyrant infuse into the Dracolich. Along the Dracolich's wings, eyes open up. And this large eye appears on its forehead. This haunting laughter. Ha, ha, ha. Just radiates out. I am Martinga. I am your death. I am your doom. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh,
I think my heart just stopped. Oh dear.
oh, this is very cool.
very dynamic battle that shall prove challenging, I'm sure.
Oh dear.
I have literally been planning this thing for months.
We've got an hour to smash it all to pieces. Oh boy.
Or get
Will it
smashed.
be enough?
Will it get smashed? Yeah.
Yeah. If the luck and the donations are not on our side, that might be the way of it.
That
Something we
was
can't do
not
with a bit of inspiration and a bit of chaos.
Oh, I mean, I wish I
knows?
could wish I could help me with my spells.
I'm going to inspo my initiative because that's not the highest number I've ever seen in my life.
Oh
Yeah,
well.
One
give me
might
that
say
extra
that's one of the
D20.
lowest.
So let's see. First of all, we'll do the old initiative. Much better. And then D12. Thank you, inspo people, again.
Oh. You feel this inspiration descend to your core. on your first round, you were at your peak. You were rolling with advantage on anything you do.
Ooh.
Go on then.
Lady Vex?
Actually,
You're-
it's Elvish
no.
that got higher than me.
That is. Why is my initiative being weird? Yeah. Elvish.
I look real hard at this very disturbing looking Draco Lich. And I just pull out my lute and start singing, "Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird. If that mockingbird don't sing, Papa's gonna buy you a diamond ring." As I cast sleep. And look, the Draco Lich has to so 5d8. Sorry, my apologies. My brain's just not
All them
doing very
D8?
much here.
Cast at 5th level.
Eighteen points of takes 18 points off his HP. Except he's undead. It's late. My brain's not working.
Fair enough.
Elvish is just crooning at a Draco Lich like an idiot.
We've all been there.
Choices were made.
You all have. Cool. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all I got. I did I'm not supposed to be first in the initiative order ever. The dice hate you guys tonight.
What do you
Lady
mean? I
Vex?
love all my natural ones. I know, I'm on track to have the worst rolls. I'm going to set a record. Just you watch me.
And we're just
Probably.
building camera up for this fight, right?
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. Yeah.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna
Okay.
need it.
I mean, I'm
Alright,
playing pay to
um,
win, so thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, viewers.
What have you
Cool.
got?
Well, I'm going to do what rangers do best, and that's shoot things. Because I have sharpshooter, I ignore the decrements on my longbow, so I don't have disadvantage when I attack.
Yep.
I am going to do just a normal shot, and I'm going to run, hide, as a bonus action, and shoot again. Okay, so here comes the first one. Nope, that's a natural one. I think Lady Vex is feeling the Draco Lich's history and it's hitting her. So she's going to move 30 feet, use her bonus action. Where is it? Vanish. So as a bonus action, I can make a hide action as a bonus action. So I'm going to roll a stealth check.
Please go.
And then I am going to shoot again, hopefully. Oh, that's better. Could there be a 27 to hide?
Yeah, you just vanish behind one of these rocks. The
Then
eyeball in the rock just looks directly at you and winks.
Okay, well, let's try. Just gonna take a deep breath, compose yourself, and try a sharpshooter shot.
Go for it.
It'd be a 29 to hit.
29 hits.
That'd be 19 damage.
Nice.
Moon Dancer is gonna. Let's see. Got a movement of 40. Yeah, it's just gonna go over here. So it can stay in range of people if it needs to do an infused strike.
Good job.
Cool, that would be me.
Amuth, you're up.
I'm going to stride. Let's just go 5 feet forward, so I am pretty much exactly 150 feet away from this thing.
Yep.
And I'm going to. I think it's time for some scientific experimentation. Let's see how good this thing's vision really is. I will use my action to cast Shadow of Moil. You watch as these purple flame-like shadows cloak around me, and dim light just extends from me until the spell ends. Well, at the moment, I am currently heavily obscured. I'm going to be using a bonus action to hurl a mote of light 150 feet at this thing. Am I doing it at advantage, or is it a flat roll?
Just a flat roll.
Ooh.
As you see, at least 3 eyeballs, all just staring intently at you.
Looking straight through it like it's not even there. That's a 26 to hit.
Yep.
Nice. There we go. That will be 30 points of radiant damage plus 6 points of magical bludgeoning damage. And I'm going to use the Crusher feat. Let's have the mote of light hurls around it and then just pushes this thing 5 feet towards us.
How does this Dracolich seem to fare with that radiant damage?
Fine.
Ooh. I'm going to shout out to the others. There's no point hiding from this thing here. No matter where you are in its lair, it will be able to see you. Make the most of it. And that will be my turn.
Beautiful. Its turn. It is going to fly. Right there. Can you please, pretty please, make me a wisdom save?
Just Oakenheart gets benefit from my aura.
Is
because
this
of
a
range
magical
limitations.
effect?
I will call it a magical effect, yes.
Ooh, there'll be advantage from my very nice fancy cloak.
Advantage for being a iron golem.
25.
So 5 or 3. Wow, that's great.
Cool. Lady Vex got a 14. My Drake got a 21.
Crystal did great on the 30. Angus on his 8. It's not looking too hot.
Brilliant.
Yeah, two's not a good time.
Crystal and Moon Dancer and Amuth are the only beings not currently frightened by this creature.
Exciting. I do actually get advantage versus being frightened, so...
Oh, please, roll again.
One more chance.
And also exciting, iron golems can't get frightened.
Who knew?
I did.
Oh no.
Oh, that's worse.
Yeah,
That's much worse.
That's brilliant. This is great.
Elvish.
Crystal
I
also
haven't-
has an aura of courage, which helps herself, Angus, and Oakenheart,
Very
who
good.
is nearby.
Elvish, I have, just up my sleeve, a little point of inspiration. Are you willing to sing for your supper?
I mean, that depends. Are we taking requests from the chat, or did you have something special in mind?
Oh, can chat please give us a request? Like, first request, could the mods just throw that up in the channel, please?
Oh, this feels like a terrible idea, and I can't wait to see what Chad ends up doing.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
Thank you, chat. We appreciate you.
Yep, please
Yes,
help
thank
us.
you, chat. Thank you, mods. You're amazing people. Country Road.
That's not bad.
Chat has good taste.
Yep. Okay. Blue Ridge Mountain. God, I can't remember the words.
Alright.
Give
West
me 1 second.
Virginia. There's a West
Blue
Virginia in
Ridge
there.
Mountains, West Virginia. Shenandoah River. Time is old there, older than the trees. Something, blowing in the breeze. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads.
The inspiration's yours. Roll me a d12.
Wonderful.
Cool. I will say, because of that beautiful singing, you are no longer frightened because your entire body feels at its peak. You feel amazing. Beginning of your next turn, anything you do at advantage.
Outstanding. This will be exciting.
Yes. Martin is going to open its mouth. That was just him standing there. Could you all please make a dex save?
Oh, one more time. Is this magical?
It is magical.
Oh, I don't think it'll be enough, but I'll do my best.
Oh my gosh.
An 18 for me. Oh, am I close enough to Crystal to get a
Yep.
bonus? Oh,
Yep.
thank you very much.
I think it's just you at this point.
That'll be a 23.
Nope. Let me at it.
Right.
16 is normally good, but this isn't normally.
No.
No, this is not normally.
This is tier 4.
Crystal. You were the only one, I believe. Makes a
Angus
save.
got a 27 as well with my aura.
Oh, true, yes. So Crystal, Angus, and Demuth. Oh no, Elvish, you're close. You all will take half of 67 acid damage. Everyone else taking 67 acid damage.
Reflective resistance, I am going to half that.
Yep.
Okay, so that is 34.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, that removes my temporary hit points.
33 damage.
33.
Being halved.
Has
End
it
up
been an
taking a total
hour
of
since
24.
we fought at the water edge?
Yes.
Cool. In that case, this spell is permanent until dispelled, so I don't need to make a concentration save to remain an Iron Golem.
Ooh, and my remaining crown of stars are going to evaporate over my head.
Yep.
Okay, 67 on Moon Dancer.
Crystal, you're up.
Alrighty, well, let's do some good old-fashioned charging in, shall we?
Please.
Let's just update Angus's hit points from that latest blow. And yeah, Angus will fly on over to it. Because what's not to like with just running in head first? What could possibly go wrong? And we're going to have Crystal cast with her bonus action a staggering smite, which will enhance her blow. Did that come through? Roll20 is being a bit slow, but we'll go ahead with the attacks anyway. Vorpal sword. 18 I assume will miss, but 24?
24 hits. Yep.
Nice. So we'll check a staggering smite. Can they make a DC 19 wisdom save for me, please?
You can certainly try.
And we'll
They will
chuck-
fail.
Nice.
Oh, fantastic. Well, he can take a bunch of damage. And we can also do our damage from our Vorpal sword, chucking on another 4th level divine smite on top of that as well. So that's 26 plus 16 plus 17 plus 7 for you to do some quick math with. And let's see.
50, 66, I believe.
There's a staggering smite. So on its failed save, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, and it cannot take reactions until the end of its next turn. And for the hell of it, Angus is also gonna see if he can have any luck.
23 hits.
All right, that'll be 8 piercing damage from my faithful Angus.
Very
And
good.
that will be their turn. At the end of turn, Crystal will heal a little bit from her protective spirit.
Yep. At the end of your turn,
Oops.
an eyeball in a rock just gives you a very angry look. Could you please make me a dex save?
Is this against a spell?
It is not. It's against the lair itself.
Ooh, a 13 is not gonna do it, I suspect.
It is not. You will take 50 points of force damage as this angry eyeball stares at you intently and very angrily.
Owie.
Heartwood.
Heartwood is going to go forward there 30 feet, which put them to there.
Yep.
Sorry. Yep. And then they are going to ready to smack that thing if it comes near them.
Before you do, thanks to your Auntie Diane family, you must yell Yam Sing before you do anything.
So, yeah, sing. Just a short one, because.
Yep. And that's Heartwood.
That is Heartwood.
Very good.
Let's smack something.
Elvish.
Smack my lich up.
Okay, so I'm going to, having spent some time in this cave dealing with this this dragon, listening to me sing, use my enthralling performance to force him to take a charisma saving throw with a DC 20.
He'll succeed.
Well, that's frustrating, but you know, not entirely unexpected. So at this point, I think I'm just going to use my bonus action to make sure that everybody's taken care of around me, and use my last bardic inspiration dice to give everyone 14 hit points. You can move if you want to.
I am going to take the move. So I'm
Is
trying
there
to...
a range limit on that?
Ooh, that's an excellent
Is it
call.
within
it's
hearing?
They can just hear you, if I remember correctly.
Ooh, nice.
Any number of creatures I can see and that can see me within 60 feet.
It's not 60 feet, I don't think.
Well, it's okay because I was planning to move anyway. So I'll tell you what, I'll move my movement forward, singing as I go.
I'll
Yeah,
allow it.
seems helpful.
Elvish, as you move, could you make me a dex save?
Yeah, go on. Love a dick save.
You spot an eyeball on the ground. Before you can stand on it, this blast of necrotic energy will shoot up. You manage to avoid most of it. You will still take 33 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah, I'm getting strong Merlin vibes. Though admittedly that might just have been the choice of song as well.
Lady Vex.
I am frightened, so I don't have to. I'm just. Yeah, let's. No, I'm gonna use my. I'm gonna get onto Moondancer with my movement.
Yep.
Moondancer's gonna fly up 40 feet over this way, but I crawl back to the end of Moondancer because I can't go closer to it. I am going to. Let's see if I'm in range of it. 90. No, it's a self. Okay. Oh no, it's from me. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna have to take 2 shots at disadvantage because that's what I can probably. Wait, no, I'm in range of Hunter's Mark. Let's try a Hunter's Mark.
For it.
Yep. So just ignore that damage. Just cast it. Then I'm gonna do 2 shots at disadvantage at the Draco Lich.
Go for it.
Here we go. Okay, that would be a 23.
23 hits.
Cool. And the next one. Would be a 19.
19 misses.
Cool. So I'll do the. Okay, first one damage would be 13 damage from the arrow and 19 total with Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
Because I'm in range of Moondancer, it is going to chuck a reflective. No, sorry. Infused strike, so it's going to add an extra d6 on top of that.
Go for it.
Oh yeah. It'll be 9. It'll be 5 lightning.
Beautiful. As you do this, could you make me a wisdom save?
Wisdom save.
A dex save.
Dex save. Okay.
Wisdom's for something else. Saving wisdom.
Oh, no.
Special things.
14.
An eyeball looks at you,
Mm-hmm.
and you feel yourself going in slow motion.
Okay.
You've been slowed for 1 minute. You can make a save after every turn.
Cool. Can I make a save for the frightened?
Yes,
Or
you
is
can.
it? Cool. That's another wisdom.
Yes, it is.
16.
Still frightened. This thing is
Okay.
very scary.
Yep. That will be me.
A Muth.
I'm going to call out to this caged figure at the other end. Jen, are you all right? Does it? What am I seeing while this happens?
She's on a little island. She's got some little supplies next to her, just out of reach. She's in a cave, a cage.
Well, I think seeing someone in trouble, this isn't the time to be holding back. I am going to use the biggest, most powerful magic I've got. I'm going to see if I can pop some eyeballs. I am going to unleash a psychic scream, targeting not only this bizarre Dracolich, but also attempting to catch all of these strange eyes in the scream as well. Up to 8 of them. in
Old
fact.
mare maker.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Can you quickly make me an Arcana roll?
I'll do my very best. 7.
Cool, you can try to target the eyeballs, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that'll be a DC 23 intelligence saving throw from 8 eyeballs and a Dracolich.
The Dracolich will save. You're not sure about the eyeballs.
Rightio. So it takes half of 56 damage, so 28 points of psychic damage. Do I see any eyeballs go pop?
You do not.
Ooh, okay. I'll use my bonus action for my elemental gift and hover 30 feet into the air.
Cool.
And that will be my turn.
Nice. It is Martinger's turn. What's Crystal's AC?
20.
Martinger. He's going to reach out with his claws. He will hit you 3 times.
Are any of those spell attacks by chance?
No, they're not.
Cool.
These are
Just
claw
checking.
attacks.
Owie.
First one will do 19 points of damage. Second will do
Okay.
12. Third will do
Okay.
19.
So I am at 29 plus 14. What's that quick math? Minus 19 minus, was it 14 for the second one?
19, 12, 19.
On that last one, Crystal is Crystal is going to fall unconscious.
Oh,
Most upsettingly, as
no.
she is
Not
2
on-
hit points short.
Not on my watch, you are not. I pull up my drinking horn and tiny engraved initials around the side glow, and your name in particular burns bright as I use Gift of the Protectors. You are on 1 health.
HP. It's all you need.
Exactly.
Right.
It's the last hit point is the only one that matters.
Yeah, more than 0. Good to go.
And with 1 hit point, you're up.
Staggered and woozy. Crystal is going to keep on fighting because what else can one do in such trying times than to press onwards and press the
Indeed.
attack? So she will cast another staggering smite.
Yep.
And try and hit this thing.
Yeah.
How's a 21 look?
Not good.
A 26?
Better.
Better. Alright. I will do some damage on that then. We get our staggering smite. DC 19 will save, please.
It'll say.
That's unfortunate. They take the damage regardless, but they don't get the effect. And I will chuck on a second level smite as well to the full sword damage for a 37 damage on top of the 10. 10 is 47.
Ooh, chunky.
Oh,
Very
well done.
chunky. Very chunky. And then Angus, not feeling too confident about this thing, is going to disengage and back off a little bit, and see if perhaps we can rally the troops somewhat, and fly off over.
You will
this
see
way.
Martinger will take a swipe out at Angus, but will miss.
He disengaged regardless, unless
Oh,
he's
very good.
ignoring that.
It's still
Cool.
just makes a show of it.
Just checking that the disengage is effective.
No, disengage does work. Yes.
All right.
Martinga just phoning it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
It's got fans to appeal to.
checking. And he'll fly over towards Vex.
Yep.
Seeing that they're struggling a touch with the fear, and say, not too much more now. Just keep at him. We'll walk him down eventually.
What do you think I've been doing?
And as Crystal comes into range, her aura of courage will prevent your being frightened of this creature.
Oh.
So long as they remain conscious. So good luck with that. But we do get some protective spirit healing to help out as well.
Yes.
Is that just for you?
That is just for me.
Okay, cool. Well, I thought you were near me.
Crystal. At the end of your turn, could you make me a wisdom save, please?
I can sure try. And do not too bad, the 22.
Sure. You see two little eyeballs will appear in the rocks, and one of them will sort of wink at you, sort of suggestively, but you shrug it off. You're not quite sure what they were aiming for. They tried to do something, and clearly it failed. Heartwood.
Am I still under the influence of Yum Sing?
You are.
Then Yum Sing. Heartwood is going to go battle mode. Not sure why everyone's going in the other direction. They're going to go plow forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And they're going to start swinging. Swingity swing with the swordity sword. You know what? I've got a reroll. Let's use that.
Please
so I'll
do.
give you a d12 as well.
Give me that d12.
So the attack is much better the second time, and the d12 is 12.
Oh, beautiful.
Thank you, Inspiration Fairies.
Thank you, Inspiration Fairies. The attack hits. As the attack cleaves into this thing, a sudden thought occurs to you. The thought is that you're being played by a human. You're not actually a metal golem. You're a character in a game raising money for charity. You could use this information however you like.
You know what? That's going to give Iron Golem Heartwood a renewed vigor, because if nothing is real, then what's there to lose except for putting on a good show for people to give to charity? So first of all, let's roll up that damage.
Please do.
Or not. Can I not do that from here? No? Okay. 3d10 plus... I've never actually had to do the thing this way. 3d10 plus 7. So 19 damage.
Lovely.
And then a second swing. 25 to hit.
25 works.
3d10 plus 7, 24.
Nice.
It's all magical if it makes a difference.
It does.
And then, yeah, Heartwood, with the other free hand, gives a quick wave to the air where there is people watching at home.
Very good. At the end of your turn, could you make me a strength save?
It could possibly be the only save that I could make. Not for the rolling of 6. Yeah.
Yeah. You see all these eyeballs staring at you. You're not quite sure whether they're from Martinger or whether they're from this newly found audience of yours. Either way, you find yourself lifted in the air and thrown into the acids.
Well, that's awkward.
You will take 15 points of acid damage.
Thumbs up to the crowd.
Push.
Strong Terminator vibes.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So Elvish is going to run towards the dragon because, well, he's not very bright. I think we've established this quite solidly at this point.
Oh, indeed.
But as he does, he turns around and throws a knowing wink to Crystal and casts Heal at, I need to remind myself where I'm at now, 8th level.
Now that's a chunky healing.
And that's about all I've got at the moment. I was going to do something fun for Heartwood, but he's disappeared into the acid. So that's all I got.
At the end of your turn, could you make me a wisdom save?
Do you want to just fail me now? Because that is absolutely not going to go well for me.
Oh, this is hilarious. 2 eyeballs appear out of a rock. They wink at you. You like this. You think this is awesome. You are charmed by Martinger.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have advantage against being charmed because I'm a half elf.
Oh, please roll again, then.
Let's see how far that gets you.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to go well, but you know.
Oh, what a time for a natural
Us
20.
of little faith.
Natural 20!
Beautiful.
Gang,
Yeah,
gang.
you think, oh yeah, this Martinger guy, he's pretty cool. He's pretty awesome. Wait a minute, he sucks. He's trying to kill me. Yeah, you resist his charms. Lady Vex.
Okay, looking over at Crystal, she gives her a knowing look of thank you for helping her out. She is going to cast a 4th level Hail of Thorns on her bow, so that drops Hunter's Mark. They're both concentration.
Yep.
She's going to fire 2 shots, just normal, at the Draco Lich, hoping she can do some extra damage.
Go for it.
It'd be a 25.
Hits.
So let me just roll. I'm going to do this one now. So that is 12 piercing damage from the arrow alone.
Yep.
And then it just looks like it just violently contorts as small, sharp thorns just burst out of the arrow, dealing an extra 4d10 piercing.
Yeah.
This is all magical.
Good to know.
For an extra 24 piercing.
Nice.
Then she's going to do her next shot as a sharpshooter.
Yeah.
That'd be a 20.
20 will miss.
Okay. Going to move away from this acid.
Good
It's still
plan.
in the air. Yeah. And that will be my turn and Moondance's.
A mooth.
Oh, this feels like a great time to do something exceptionally dumb. So what I'm going to do is hover 30 feet straight towards this thing. And then as I get close, I am going to be using a bonus action to cast Far Step, which I'm going to use to teleport 60 feet so that I am hovering directly over the top of this creature.
Nice.
And from directly above it, hovering in midair, a swirl of dust around me, I'm going to pelt this thing with 4 Eldritch Blasts.
Go
So
for it.
let's see how this works out. We're kicking things off with a 25. I'm just going to do them
Hits.
all at once.
Yep, go.
We got a 21,
We'll miss.
an 18,
That misses.
and a 33.
Surprisingly enough, that also misses. No, it hits.
Oh, nice. Okay. That's a total of 20 plus 7, 27. And I'm going to use a combination of Crusher Feet and 2 Repelling Blasts just to drive this thing 25 feet straight down, straight into the ground.
I love it.
And that will be my turn.
Beautiful. Heartwood, you feel inspired. You can thank your godma for that.
Thank you, Godma, who I recognize as a person who could be watching now.
Yes, indeed. You see, Martinga is staggered. It's beaten. It's bruised. But it's still very much alive. Martinga will claw its way out of the hole that it has been forced into. Then you see something odd. A hamster is just scurrying around the cave. Then that hamster gets big and scaly.
Mm.
And it runs up to Martinga. It opens its little hamster mouth. Except it's not little. It is gargantuan. And you hear, almost like it's charging up some sort of breath attack. You just hear this wom, 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 wom. And the hamster starts to glow. And then with a loud wong, Martinga disintegrates. And this hamster shrinks and scurries away. I've been sitting on that wish for 2.5 hours,
Oh my goodness.
waiting
wow.
for this moment.
What was
Thank
the
you.
wording of that wish?
Lovely
Yeah, what was
viewer.
the? Yeah.
That's
I was just-
incredible. Oh, thank you so much, whoever
Thank
wished for
you.
that.
That's just
able.
wonderful.
Kaiju hamster with dragon's breath to help the team if necessary.
Oh my god. You are
Thank
a
you,
literal
M.
hero.
Katakin.
Oh,
Look, I'll be honest. I had like my last words worked out. I was looking forward to the touching, farewell at arms to my comrades. But sure, that's fine.
I
Not
would've
today.
Not
The
today.
gods
We would have
above
killed you.
smile on
We would've-
us.
Yeah.
All the eyeballs in the cave blink out of existence. You
Ta-da.
hear something clink. As at the bottom of this hole that Martinga was in is this stone. made of amethyst. Just lying there.
I'm gonna fly up.
Yeah, I'm gonna descend down. I suppose I recognize the amethyst.
Roll me a history.
Okay. No, I do not. That is a 3.
It's a gemstone.
I'll pick it up.
As you pick up this amethyst, these words ring out in your head. They just say, "Damn you, Kevin!" And the stone disintegrates to your touch. Gong. 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 Rings out.
I instantly start looking to find where the source is coming from.
How peculiar.
Just echoes from everywhere. And then is silent.
Again, I'm gonna walk up to Elvish, and I'm gonna chuck a 4th level cure wounds on him.
And I'll fly over to Jen.
Yeah, likewise.
Heartwood is going to point to Crystal, or get Crystal's attention, then point to themselves. Go like that,
Crystal will nod.
and then cross their hands.
Yeah, you like me to try turn your back, huh? Do I get an affirmative nod? Good. Question at the GM. Do I think my cleansing touch would work for this? Where I can end a spell on a willing creature? Or the fact that
Creature's
this is
willing.
no longer a spell?
Still not that long over. I think there is still enough magical energy flying around. Plus this chaos. I'll let you do this, but you have to roll me a d12.
Sure, what could possibly go wrong? I will do this to end the polymorph. The lovely round 10.
Beautiful. Both of you, as the spell wears off. Screw this, we're almost over. I'm going to pick my favorite one. You both grow a fuzzy mustache, and nobody recognizes you. You are in disguise as
Oh
someone
my goodness. Who are these people?
Who are these people?
Just
Imposters!
disappeared. Oh, what happened to our friends?
What do you mean?
You've done
Foul
something
magic's afoot.
with
What?
the mayor. Where is
What
our
do you
mayor
mean?
gone?
It's me. It's that disguise I used that time with the slug, except now it's a real mustache. I don't
No,
even know how I have a real mustache. I barely know where I would put a real mustache.
You
Can they
cannot
canonically
possibly.
be a mustache on Hamster Bin, my
Yes,
a
it
Piglet
is.
Bin, my pet hamster as well? Nice.
It is on the hamster, yes.
Can I roll to see if I believe them even though I don't recognize them?
Yeah, give me an insight.
Look,
Okay.
I'll be honest. I was never much good at
Sorry,
maths, but
That's an 18, not a 27. I still had Natural Explorer on, I guess.
On an 18, you would suspect that these are evil twins.
They're evil twins!
Oh, it all makes sense now. Oh,
Because,
now
you know,
we know.
evil twins
What
wear
do you mean?
mustaches, obviously.
I start drawing my bow.
No, we've got to
but
protect Jen while
Lady
we
V,
can.
Lady V, you just hold fire because look, I was never much good at maths. Never would claim otherwise. But what I do notice is that we're 2 friends down and 2 strangers up, and that strikes me as mighty suspicious. Because if you squint your eyes a little bit, maybe create a little bit of shade, they do kind of look like our friends.
No,
Little
they
bit.
don't. These people have moustaches.
Exactly.
Look, I
And you-
don't disagree with your assessment, but I'm just saying that oftentimes the simplest answer is likely the most correct. But I have taken a lot of hits to the head today, so
You
maybe
hear
take that with a pinch of salt.
Jin calling out from her cage. Look, it doesn't matter whether they have mustaches or not. Can you please just save me?
I'll
Hey,
walk
that's
over and
what we were
start.
doing. I
I'll start
remember
walk
now.
over and start getting her.
I'll teleport inside and then teleport her out with my fire step.
Oh, easily done. Yeah.
I was like, I'm like over here getting ready to jump across when I just see it go pop pop, and I go,
And
Heck.
Heartwood discusses with Elvish, yes, you're quite right. It is the simplest answer. You see, we're not real. We're just putting on a show. And I'm sure that there was some kind of randomized table that caused this interesting situation to happen to try and encourage more fundraising.
yeah, fundraising is a great opportunity to help everyone in need.
Elvish, I
Kind
think we're the only sane
mustachioed
people
stranger.
here.
Your perspective is
Aye.
terrifying, and I'm entirely too sober to be dealing with it right now. But I appreciate your energy. Thank you very much.
As you
And I-
all... To wrap this up, because I think we've only got 3 minutes. As you all make your way out of this cave, Jin safely in tow, you see Mac has found you again. He's waiting patiently outside. The two young lovers embrace in a hug. And you see this once choked and deadly sky starts to dissipate. And ray of sunshine find the ground again. And in
Hello.
those rays, you see a flower bloom. The land will take time to recover, but it will recover. You see, the town of Ludus in Lusor has suffered, but it can be rebuilt. The people are safe. The threat has been vanquished. And money was raised for a good cause. You all allow yourselves a breath in the knowledge of a job well done.
Do you think it'll be too much to have a party once I come back from the beach day?
I think a party is just what we need.
After this party, I think I am going to retire.
Dude, where's my Colossus?
You're not. No, Heartwood has a Colossus. You're an evil clone.
Exactly. Heartwood doesn't have
Look,
a mustache. That would be ridiculous.
I can't possibly be the only one who's like fascinated by this whole Mac and Jin situation, right? Am I the only one? Really?
That's
I don't
you.
believe any of y'all.
Young
That's your
lovers,
boat.
one of them a dragon. Tale as old as time.
A
Well, the
dragon and a
tale
human.
is certainly an element that I'm curious about, but I don't really understand. Like,
Well,
seriously,
when a mummy and a daddy love each other very much.
I don't disagree with that at all. But one of them is a dragon, and the other one, most assuredly, is not. And at
Look.
that point, the mind fairly boggles.
Your
Elvish,
shoe is singing.
I think-
the hosts
I
are
think-
popping in to
I-
remind you that Shrek exists, and how dare you try and say that that world doesn't make sense?
We can take that in Ludus.
Yeah, except I would very carefully point out that the dragon in that particular instance is the catcher.
Girl dragon.
Elvish,
feel like
it's how
let's-
they make dragonborns.
Yes.
Let's not get into deep
We can-
Shrek lore here.
We can debate the
That's
final
where
point
madness lies.
of dragon
Dragons.
dragon romance at a later date, but I do believe that it is all the time we have tonight.
That's exactly
And we should-
right. Congratulations, Group 5, living up to your reputation as the Chaos Crew.
You did it.
Before we outroduce, oh, we've lost. Oh wait, no, we're still here. Someone else is gone. Before we outroduce everybody, Waffles, would you like to go ahead and roll us a D10, and on a 10, go ahead and re-roll?
Sure. Actually, I still got that up. That's a 10.
One more.
Yeah, wrong
It's
answer.
a 9.
Okay, interesting. So, the answer for a 9, there's an anonymous donor who donated $50. I might get the mods to confirm that we have like an address
Or a
for the
name,
anonymous person,
or
or just
anything.
anything that we can send them.
Because anonymous is kind of hard when you're trying to.
I mean, we can still congratulate them. Okay, that's good to know.
I mean,
Well,
could be any of
congratulations,
us.
congratulations, anonymous donor who donated very recently.
Yeah, mods will tell us if that is able to be done.
We'll figure it out soon. In the meantime, why don't you guys tell us about yourselves and tell us where we can find you on the internet if that's something that you want, and then go ahead and sign out.
All right, I'll go first. Hi, I'm Waffles. I'm a professional DM with Questbook, so that's questbook.co.nz. I'm sure you'll have lots of people spelling Questbook tonight. Also have a podcast, Waffles and Mates Talk About Things. It's funny. But with that, that's me.
Waffles, as always, a huge pleasure having you here on the YesAnd Charity
Huge
stream.
pleasure.
Thank you so much for your time and for your chaos.
Anytime you need chaos, I'm your man.
I'll jump in next then. Hi there, I am Alister. You can find me places on the internet as Stubbins. And next week, for anyone that is in Wellington, I will be running a game for Roll for Hope. So if you haven't had enough of giving to charity just yet, then come along. You can play some games with us then, and I'll be DMing there. So yes, it's been an amazing time.
I will never have had enough of giving to charity.
Uh-uh.
Not once. But I won't be in Wellington, so I guess I'll have to try again.
I wasn't supposed to give to charity this 24 hours, and I
Yeah.
still have.
Thank you so much for being here. It's been awesome to have you.
See you around.
Hey guys, thank you for all your massive, awesome donations. I actually don't have anything social media wise, but I will be in the future when I start up my own business selling arrows and bows. I live in Christchurch.
Ooh, very
Yep.
cool.
Thanks so much for
Hey
being
guys, thank you for donating again.
here. Go ahead, bud.
Hey guys, again, huge thanks for like all of the donations that you've made. Honestly, like it's a spectacular cause, but at the end of the day, you can have the best cause in the world if you don't have a good audience. Like you guys have been,
Yeah,
it's
we
not
have
really
a pretty
worth
good
any of
audience
it.
around here.
On the internet, good luck finding me. I don't put myself out there, but I am one
a
of the
treasure
DMs
hunt.
from Questbook as well, because yeah, we're insidious. We're all over the place all the way through. So yeah, questbook.co.nz. I'm one of the Wellington DMs. Might see you at a game sometime.
Awesome. See you next time.
I'll shoot up next. I just big thank you all to all the organizers and organizing this, and to our wonderful audience for all watching and listening and donating. It's been an absolute pleasure as a enjoyer of the D&D to play. You can find me on Instagram at Moffinbont Makes Art if you want to see the random like doodles and miscellaneous arts that I do over the time. And I hope you all have a wonderful evening. And if you're staying out for the full 24 hours, best of luck and take care.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
And then we have the bookshelf.
Yeah, I guess I'll go next. So I don't have socials. If you find me online, that's kind of scarier. So I just take this moment to shout out. Thank you so much, everyone who's watched any of these games and donated anything to anyone, or is planning on it, or will, or whatever. Even just being here, we love you. And also, happy birthday to my auntie. It's her birthday today. So,
Aw,
Happy
happy
birthday,
birthday,
Chef's auntie.
auntie.
all right. In the meantime, bookcase out. Peace.
All right, let's do some free stuff. It is time for our it is our third small size solid state print.
Yes.
So again, Jules is going to show it off. We are giving away one of these in the chat as soon as the message comes up from Streamlabs. You're going to type in !Chaos Crew in order to win this time. So once that pops in the chat, you got 2 minutes, and while that is going, we'll introduce the next prize.
Ooh, it's the organizers bundle.
Okay, yeah, get in there and go ahead and do your !Chaos Crew. Next we have the organizers bundle. Why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, okay. We have a bespoke boutique dice tray, a beholder deck box, a fire giant deck box, a class folio for a sorcerer and a warlock, a dice holder scroll, a campaign diary, and wait for it, Glory of the Giants with the exclusive cover.
I love this cover. I've seen it, and it's so shiny and
it's so
pretty
beautiful.
and splendid and colorful. It's gorgeous. This is going to be one of the like nicer things that we're going to be giving away.
How do you win that again, Penny?
Oh, that's actually a really good question. Thank you so much for setting me up for that. To win this awesome prize bundle, in the next 3 hours, go ahead and donate $50 and select the prize draw that you want to be in. Not only will you go in the draw to win this bundle, you will also go in the draw for all of our grand prizes that we're giving out at the end of the show. And just a reminder, there were only 9 people to pick from, and so you've got like if the same thing happens again, there's like a 10% chance you're gonna walk away with some free stuff. So please do.
Why wouldn't you do it?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Also,
just too good.
The grand prize is a PS5.
Oh yeah. Did we mention that
Or
PlayStation 5?
a Bunnings barbecue.
Yeah.
So for the little price of $50, you could walk away with some massive, amazing meat cooker or game maker.
Hey, you know one thing that we were talking about in the other room?
Yes.
Did you notice that all of the slots have gong sounds in them?
I did notice, actually. A lot of the DMs are, like, making that cool gong.
Because, like, my one, there's, like, 7 gongs that went off.
Weird.
Yeah.
Because isn't yours, like, way later in the year timeline, the thing that we were talking about last time, how we figured out that every Ludus and Lusa game is set in a different time?
That's so true, in a single timeline. Oh, we have a winner of our solid state print. Congratulations, Shinobi Warrior MDP. Congratulations to go ahead and claim that prize. Send us an email at yesandcharitystream@gmail.com.
For that solid
and let us know that you've won one of these small solid state prizes. When this whole stream is over and we've done our sleeps, we'll get back to you with some information about how you can claim that.
Amazing. But getting back to that,
Yeah.
why?
Is there like a gong somewhere that's just really
So you
really
were like
excitement?
later in the piece and you had 7.
Yeah, that's right.
And then like one of the other games was only set in like what, year 99 or something, and
Yeah.
it only had like 1.
Yeah, my one was set in year 6666.
Why is there more gongs?
It seems like there's more of them maybe over
The
time.
later the years go.
Well, we've got 3 more slots to find out. So I guess we're gonna have to start counting. Audience, that might be on you guys to be able to put this whole thing together.
Paying attention to the year that the game is set in, and then how many gongs they have. Yeah, let's see if we can crack this mystery.
All right. Anything else we want to talk about?
No, I just wanted to give a big shout out to Hobby Games, Gamersphere, BD&D, Dice Goblin, Bespoke Boutique, and of course Solid State Prints for like supplying all of these amazing prizes that we're giving away.
And Hobby Master as well. I think you might skip one. Yeah. So all of our wonderful sponsors. Thank you. You can see them up there on the screen.
Not to mention Bunnings, Mighty Ape, and Playtech.
Oh yeah.
I mean Playtech Host Studio.
We're like
we literally
inside Playtech
are
right
in.
now. Yeah.
And also mods. I hope you have coffees and V's because you're killing it. You're absolutely killing it out there. Everybody who's working behind the scenes, you are my rock star.
Yeah, absolutely. Mods.